Bengaluru takes on Lucknow, and this is happening at the Chinnaswamy, match number 15. Bengaluru at the Chinnaswamy. RCB was probably the first team to lose at home. We know they don't really like playing at home, but Virat Kohli looks like he is here to make a statement. He made a statement to you as well, but he's looking very, very good. He's looking very, very good.
He said that to me, and suddenly everyone's wondering, who was that aimed at? And I said, maybe it wasn't aimed at anybody, but we love to see who was that aimed at. Lisa, you might have got a few tweets saying it was aimed at you, aimed at you, it was aimed at everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the thing is, he wants to show he's going to bat like that.
Yes. Yep.
So, I mean, Virat Kohli is never under trial. Either you think Virat Kohli makes your side, or you think Virat Kohli doesn't make your side. But Virat Kohli is not under trial. You're not going to see something about Virat Kohli in this IPL that you haven't seen before. But I think he's trying to say, look, at the top of the order, this is now how I am going to bat. I don't know if there's been a word saying, Virat, we want you to bat like this. I don't know if that's happened. I'll be very honest. I don't know if that's happened. But he's charging the bowlers. He's taking the odd risk.
Because this feels like the vintage Kohli. We're so used to seeing him go for the attack. So it's always nice to see vintage Kohli. I'm just one of those nostalgic people who like to see people, like, you know, what they used to play. So
he's been quite open in saying that his job as an opener is to put the bowlers straight away under pressure. That's what he's doing. And the difference between him and some of those flat track bullies I talk about is that he can shift gears down. Okay, all right, I've come out of the power play, now how do I get back into the innings? And then I can go back up again. That's building an innings. That's why he's the master of chases as well, because he can assess the situation. He's going really well. He needs Faf to kind of join with him. I think he's 35, 3 and 8. So he really, the next couple of innings, he hasn't done much. And Maxwell,
as well, Lisa. Yeah. So there's Patidar, Maxwell, Green.
That
was the big power there, and those three haven't fired that much. I feel for Patidar a little bit, because I wonder how close he is to people saying, okay, let's throw young Lomror in, because they don't even have a left hand in the top 6, so it might serve a second purpose. They're backing Patidar, but he needs to score runs sometime now, very soon.
Let's have a look at the squad and see if you all probably would want to see any changes for tomorrow. Of course, our Cricbuzz co-anchor, co-expert Dinesh Karthik has been so good with the death overs. Yeah. But any changes you'd like to see?
Maybe we should just tell Maxwell and Green, come and spend some time in the Cricbuzz studio.
Actually, Maxwell does do a bit of commentary back home in Australia. So the only other one, if we put the squad list up again, is probably Alzarri Joseph. He's been hit a fair bit. So
why are they using Topley?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, you know, another left hand. And maybe because they've got Yash Dayal, they're thinking, okay, let's get some variety in our attack. But Reece Topley is good. He'll swing the ball. He bowls thunderbolts. He'll go back of the length. He's got all of the skills. So I'd love to see Topley. And just because of the story of, you know, there are times he was ready and getting set to be in the English side and then got injured, missed out on the T20 World Cup. And so, you know, I really want this guy to actually perform on the big stage. I think he's got the class to cause a few problems. So maybe he might come in for Joseph.
There's another player there who they'd love to unleash, much like Kolkata have done with Phil Salt. And that's his partner in England, Will Jacks.
Yes.
He gives you overs too, and he's a fearless player. The kind of player you'd love to play at the Chinnaswamy. Say, just go, man. We've got deep batting, just go. But how does he break into the side? Cameron Green is giving them two overs, and they're using him much like Mumbai wanted to use Kudzir. In the middle overs, use the 2 bouncer rule, come in and give us 2-3 hard into the wicket overs. So you can't look beyond Cameron Green just yet. Faf is captain. And Maxwell, when he turns it on,
Maxwell
his form in the last 12 months.
He's the X factor, right?
Yeah, his form in the last 12 months is ridiculous. It's just that Bangalore people say, can you hold on to that form from the last 12 months and deliver it here?
The IPL.
He's had a couple of good seasons, but yeah. They want a little bit more.
Maxwell is one of those players that, he has that one game that changes everything. So he's always in the team. Yeah. But let's have a look at Lucknow squad as well. KL Rahul came in as an impact sub. Do you all think that is something which they will follow because he's coming in after a long injury?
They were worried about the injury. They didn't want to exacerbate the injury. They didn't want to. So maybe he's not still 100%. But it just goes against everything we heard at the start of the tournament. He's going to keep and bat in the middle order.
Yes.
We don't know if Rishabh Pant's going to be ready enough to play a tournament like the World Cup. So maybe Rahul can audition for that spot along with a clutch of other keepers. But he's going back to open the batting. And I was little worried that he didn't actually come out to field. So maybe they just thought, one game, just take it easy. We've got another couple of days before the next game. But he needs to come out and... he's a 50. We say this every time he comes out to bat. He's a 50 or 14 balls batter. He should be striking 140, 150.
And it is a perfect stadium to come and do that because batters love coming to the Chinnaswamy.
And he knows it so well.
Yes, he knows it so well. So even for like a Quinton de Kock, for a Devdutt Padikkal, it's just that perfect setting to come and just get things moving.
Yeah, and Devdutt Padikkal as well, local boy. He'll want to be able to perform well. I'd like Stoinis a little bit higher. He needs to click. So there's a few things. So, for Lucknow, whilst they've shown some highlights already, they're only 2 games in.
Yes.
They just need to find a little bit more consistent performances from their stars. And once they do that, then they're a side that have threatened and in the previous IPL editions, and no doubt they'll threaten this year.
Naveen-ul-Haq being a little expensive a concern you feel for them?
Hey, it's the IPL, it's T20 cricket. I feel like, I know that the bowlers have fought back a little bit, but as you come from one edition to the next, you kind of get found out a little bit more. So it's up to the player to keep kind of adding value. Have they got a different, slower delivery? Can they deliver from a different point on the crease? Can they be a little bit smarter with their fields? They've just got to keep out thinking, and maybe Naveen, has had some success in the past and maybe thinks it's just going to happen again. So he probably just needs to switch and maybe work with the bowling coach to get everything firing.
2 very exciting Indian fast bowlers. Mohsin Khan and Mayank Yadav. Now, Mayank Yadav is not a curiosity anymore. Because now the moment he marks his run up, everyone's saying, okay, right, now. So now...
Now watch the speed gun.
Yeah. But now... Wow, he's gone past 150. That stage is gone. Yeah. Now they're going to sit and see what he can do. Mohsin Khan is starting to bowl a little better. They've got to figure out what Puran's got to do. I still think they're batting Puran too low.
Yeah.
Still think they're batting Puran too low. Because if you see the last game, for example, they had Padikkal at 3, Stoinis at 4, Puran at 5. I don't know if that's working too well because I'd like to see Padikkal opening, maybe Rahul at 4 and Puran at 3. If that is how Rahul wants to see him playing his cricket, there'll be pressure from the franchise, I'm sure, to open or from the coaches as well. But they have to find a higher slot because Puran
hang on. You said you think the owners and that want him to open?
It could be. Okay, I'm trying to think aloud.
Okay.
I'm trying to think aloud because he did say at the start
he
wants to bat in the middle.
Yeah.
And we thought that is why they've bought Padikkal.
Yeah.
So here's Padikkal thinking, yeah, man, finally I'm going to get to open after 2 years at the Royals. No, you're going at 3.
Yeah.
But... we talk about Klaasen and Sky's not playing, but the third person in that category at the moment is Nicholas Puran.
Yes.
And you can't have him batting 5, 6. Why? He's hitting the ball so well, and he's not a slogger. It's not like, I'm not undermining Russell, but he's not like Russell kind of player who just comes in and slogs at the end. He's a bat. So I'd like to see him bat more.
All right, so your players to watch out for then, one from each team for tomorrow.
I'm going to go...
has done all her homework.
Quinton.
Are you looking at the players in blue or in red or
all
purple?
Marked homework.
Or with the
or
the freehand handwriting or with the dots? You must have scored a lot of games as a child.
I did score whilst I was playing, actually.
There you go, see?
That's the answer.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Quinton de Kock. And for Bangalore, I'm going to go for an outsider, Reece Topley. He's not even in the 11. Come on, Reece.
Really?
Get a game.
No, I want to see Mayank Yadav again.
He was an exciting...
I want to see Mayank Yadav again because...
At Chinnaswamy.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Because sometimes at Chinnaswamy, the faster you bowl, the top edges will take you into the third tier. So the faster you bowl, sometimes you can go. And if he does go in the first couple of overs, I'd like to see how he comes back. I liked what he said. He said, I don't want to be the fastest bowler in the world. I want to try and be the best. So, which is, I mean, youngsters know very quickly what the right thing to say is. But I hope that's what he's thinking about. So,
and
yeah,
from
RCB, I'm a little bit of a senti fellow. I want Yash Dayal to come and do well. But if you look at a wider perspective from India, let's see Virat Kohli get 100.
Virat Kohli get 100. You'll have heard it, all you RCB fans. Let's also quickly have a look at the points table because RCB need to win this one. They're at number 9. So this is a very important game for them. Lucknow at 6, but RCB have won just 1 out of their 3 games.
And they are giving Mumbai company. The 2 big glamour teams, Bangalore and Mumbai, down at the bottom. Now they need a point. Because even though you might think there's a lot of games, but these 2 points, you come to a situation where you say, I've played 6, won 6, lost 7. If only I had 2 more points.
Yeah.
So that doesn't go away. They need that win, yeah.